All right, guys. Uh, I don't know what it is. Looks like my internet is pretty fucking slow. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure I had this fixed already, but it's still doing and trying to catch up. But I'm still seeing this thing spinning too. I'm seeing it spin. So I apologize for that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be. All right. So you guys tell me if I'm still cutting in and out or not. All right. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep talking. You guys tell me if I'm cutting in and out still. I don't know if I am. Um, Let me know if it still sounds like it's cutting in and out because I'm still seeing my little thing spinning here like it's loading, but it's fucking irritating, man. Like every time I get going here, uh, I don't know. Anyway, so anyway, I I'm really happy and I'm really grateful that I have the few of you guys. I talked to a couple of you, and I talked to a couple of you, uh, and this past week, and it uh, it was really uplifting to talk to some of my listeners just one on one, and and I'm really happy about that. And you guys really like you guys are really genuine with me, and you guys are really good with me. And I owe you guys at least that much. So that's what you're going to be getting from me from now on, without any apologies, without any delays, other than me just trying to do my own thing in my life every day, you know. But I appreciate your patience, especially with these technical bullshit difficulties that I go through. Unfortunately, I'm working with a laptop and a mic that is not that great right now. Because the one I had before does not connect to this computer apparently anymore. It was doing it before, but it just stopped working even after I got a new cord for it. So um, I'm glad to see that it's okay now. So anyway, again, so Sharon, yes, I was answering your question, but I got cut off, and I'm really sorry about that, guys. Um, so yeah, I, my opinion on the Watts case is exactly the fucking same, dude. Like, and that's what blows my fucking mind is people are so obsessed with this case, and there's already closure. I was tripping out on the chat in K's live with all the people that were commenting in the chat, and so many people talking about closure. You know, is this book going to give me closure? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Is it going to give you closure? Of course, you already got closure. You just don't want to take the closure. The closure is the fucking guy was caught. The closure is the guy has no credibility whatsoever. And you know, and good and good for this. good for this lady for writing a book. I mean, again, I'm a big fan of supply and demand. This is what makes America great. She saw a bunch of fucking whacked out fucking people that are obsessed over a stupid fucking case that's already fucking closed, and she saw an opportunity, and she wrote a book, and she managed to find a way to she allegedly found a way to be in communication with this family annihilator, you know? And people fucking foam at the mouth over shit like that. So, hey, good for her, man. But could I do that? No. No fucking way I could do that. You know? I I couldn't write a book, first of all, but you know, I damn sure I damn sure could write a book before I could bring myself to see dollar signs to be made from a family that was murdered. And I can't, I just can't fucking do that, you know? I don't even, I don't have the guts to put up a patron site, you know? Because I don't feel like I'm putting out content worth anyone paying for. And that's the fucking truth. I'm not gonna do it until I feel like, hey, I'm really proud of the content I'm putting out. I'm doing it consistently, and more people are listening. You know, uh, for the sake of being able to do it all the time. Sure, of course. You know, but I can't do it. I can't do it when it comes to uh, talking about these children that were murdered. I can't fucking do that. You know, like and I mean, and no hybrid, like that's the thing is I'm still a fan of K. Like I said, I'm not faulting anyone else for doing it. I just can't do it. I mean, it would make me a hypocrite to fault anyone else for doing it because there I am listening to it. You know, just like anybody else. If there's a fucking true crime documentary, I'm watching it. You know, I just can't do it. I'll just as easy, I'll talk about the people who can, and I'll talk about, I'll talk about, you know, the people that are obsessed with this case, which I just find fucking ridiculous. It's crazy to me. I can think of a million other things to obsess over, you know. But this is a phenomenon that I can't even begin to describe. And yes, Amy, he just lies and lies and lies, and people just line up to listen. That is absolutely true. And here's the thing, you know, uh, you could justify it in your mind all you fucking want, but at the end of the day, you're empowering this dickhead. You're empowering his ass, dude. You're sitting there and you're going, you're sitting there and you're saying, man, I hope this asshole is doing the hardest time there is. This guy is pure fucking evil. What a piece of shit he is. And yet, every time that you fucking talk about this guy, and word gets back to him that you're talking about him, and discussing what he did and debating about what he did, you're empowering him. You're empowering his memory, because when he's long gone, when he is dead and gone, he's not going to be gone. You're immortalizing them. You're contributing to this man being immortal. Nobody fucking sees it that way. Nobody sees it that way. Right. You know, I version 3.0 Amy, that's fucking hilarious. That's exactly what this shit is. It's the Chris Watts confession version 3.0, and nobody is considering the likelihood that he continues to change his story because he is aware of the fact that people are sitting at the edge of their fucking seats at home waiting for news, waiting for an update, waiting for a development. So, oh shit, Chris Watts talked again. What did he say now? What did he say now? Now there's a book? I better go out and fucking read that fucking book. I gotta read it. I gotta know. I gotta know. Why? What do you need to know? It makes no sense. And that's the thing, is, you know, I went through this whole thing with the whole true crime thing where I talked about it. I don't like the part of the true crime genre being that. I don't like the part of the true crime the true crime genre being that the more you discuss something like this, the closer you come to immortalizing someone who did something awful. You know, to me it's no different than that fucking idiot who gets a fucking Albert Fish tattoo on them. You know, this is a guy who who killed children and then wrote a letter describing in detail to their mother what he did to them. Yet I have personally seen tattoos of portraits of this man because people think it's cool to have a tattoo of this guy. People think it's fucking cool. And yes, Scott, they're doing a movie on this shit too. You know, I gotta sit there. I gotta sit there, and I listen to my mods. You know, in my chat that I have with my mods, and they're talking about, you know, oh, there's this other book, you know, that they're saying Cindy wrote. Cindy didn't write no fucking book. Jesus Christ. And why the fuck do you want to read a book that Cindy wrote? Like, of all the people that I don't want to hear from besides this asshole is his fucking mother. I don't want to hear his fucking mother puff him up. This guy's doing the easiest time there is. And all because you can't stop fucking talking about him. I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm at a big juggalo party. That's what it fucking feels like, dude. Like I'm in a big fucking Juggalo party, and I hate Insane Clown Posse, and I can't relate to anybody, and I'm stuck there in the middle of the woods with all these fucking Juggalos and no ride home. That's what it feels like. And for a minute, I was like, you know what? I followed this case so closely. I'm gonna read this book. You know, I gotta read this book. I'm not reading this fucking book. The whole fucking book is this guy fucking telling more lies. Fuck him. I don't want to fucking hear any more lies out of this guy's face, dude. I don't fucking want to hear it. I don't give a shit what this guy has to say. And and if I was gonna read this book, I'm not gonna fucking buy it. I'm gonna bootleg that motherfucker. There's no way I'm paying money for that shit. There's no fucking way I'm paying money for that. I barely make any money. I'm gonna spend my hard-earned money on that? Fuck no. Fuck no. Yes, Sharon, it is all about money. That's all it is. People find a way to profit off of this, and then have the balls to go. It's not about the money while you're promoting selling a book, but it's not about the money. Well, don't fucking sell it. You're so interested in fucking spreading the truth. You're a fucking some sort of crusader for the truth. Then just put the book out, make it available for everybody to read. You know, don't collect any money, or take all your profits and donate it to charity. Donate it uh, donate it to an organization for missing and exploited children, or abused children, or you know orphan children. You know, donate it towards research in trying to understand why somebody would do something like this. But don't sit there and fucking try to sell me a book and tell me that it's not about the money. Because that's when I want to take your book and wipe my ass with it. Straight up. Like, like I want to look you dead in your eyes and take a big fat shit on the cover and then tear each page and wipe my ass with it while I look you dead in your eyes. That's what I fantasize about doing when you tell me it's not about the money and you're trying to get money out of me. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about the victims. Nobody gives a shit about the victims, Amy. And I mean, yeah, you know, again, I've said it before. I don't even fucking feel sorry for Frankie. I don't feel sorry for the Rucheks in this situation anymore. Maybe certain members of that family, but not the ones that are going on YouTube and holding press conferences and this and that. I don't fucking feel sorry for them because they're fucking trying to cash in just as much. You know, fucking tell me that you're this grieving fucking victim when you're trying to sell the victim's clothes online because you see, you know, again, hey, supply and demand, great. That's awesome. Good for you. You're making money off of it. But do not look me in the face and call yourself a victim when you do it. That's all I'm saying. Keep it real. Yeah, and here's the funniest thing. Here's the funniest thing about that. Uh, I'm just walking in the spider web. Here's the funniest thing about that. You're saying how many confessions does this make? Three, four? I think it's three. But and yes, each confession gets more twisted than the last. But here's the funny thing about that is I didn't even listen to the second confession. I didn't even bother because I already knew that the guy's credibility was fucking shot. His credibility was shot with me when I saw him hold a press conference and he was tripping over his own lies then. Before he was even arrested. I'm like, this fucker's talking about his kids in a past tense. He's lying. They're dead. He killed them. You know, why doesn't anybody else see this? So, but the more this guy talks, the more people want to fucking hear it, man. It's so fucking bizarre. It's so bizarre. He's the insane clown posse of true crime. A fucking phenomenon that I cannot explain. The shittiest fucking music you could ever fucking hear, and a totally, totally devoted fan base. It's mind blowing. So whatever, man. you know, I mean, you know, hey, YouTubers, man, make your fucking money, dude. Do it. You know, you can. I just, hey, man, more power to you. Honestly, more power to you, because I can't do what you do. I can't fucking do it. I just don't have it in me. I can't do it. So anyway, enough of that piece of shit. So I'm not going to talk much longer. I had a long day today. Very, very challenging day. That wasn't even the challenging part. I found that shit entertaining. That shit was just funny to me, you know. And being in the chat, and K's mods, they thought I was trolling the chat, but I really wasn't. It was actually a really good interview. It's just that I wasn't interested in what this lady was fucking selling. That's all that is. Um, you know, so sorry if I interfered with with the long live commercial for the book. That's that I wasn't trying to be a dick about it. I just I'm being a dick about it now, but when I was there, it was uh, so yeah. Case mods were getting a little, they were getting a little annoyed with me, um, but but I honestly wasn't trolling. Um, and I had a few positive exchanges with some of the other people in the chat, which was really cool. Um, so yeah, I no, Connie, you're right. I'll be honest with you. That's a fair observation. You saying I seem to still have some really strong feelings, uh, but it's not the case that I have the strong feelings about. Of course, I'm always going to have a strong opinion about somebody who murders his family, but mostly my opinions and my feelings right now are directed at those who need more. That those who seem to just be obsessed with with this whole thing. It blows my mind because I have a problem with people empowering this person, even though they don't realize that's what they're doing. Yeah, no, here's the thing: there was some very interesting things about that interview, though. Um, I'm just a girl walking in a spider web. You're saying the introvert wants to stay relevant. Oxymoron. That's a very 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 strong observation. It's a very very keen one. Um, because I that interview was actually very insightful in that sense because uh, I used to think that this person I did not take him as a narcissist at all, um, because I don't think I don't even I think that he always was, but just in some way didn't have the balls to behave like one simply because he was a coward. This guy didn't have the balls to behave like a narcissist, but I think that he always was, and now you know now he's getting all this attention and he's loving it, you know, and now everybody's contributing to it, and now this book is being written. Man, you know what book I would fucking read? The book I would read is about the phenomenon behind this case. That's the book I would read because there's no fucking it's open and shut, you know, like it was funny. I got all fired up. The interview did exactly what it was supposed to do. It generated feelings. It generated it provoked me. It absolutely provoked me. It got me kind of pissed off because she's sitting there telling me that he's smart, you know, and she made a good point because here's this guy who from prison knows that now he's getting all this attention that he's always wanted, and now he's getting all the gratification that he could never get before, and now he's getting it, and everybody's contributing to it. And again, Sharon, I don't have a problem with the people exploiting it for their own gain. They're contributing to it, but what they're doing, they're being smart. They're playing the game on the right side. I'm saying the people who shell out money for this shit, they're fucking stupid. You know, the people making money off of it, that's smart. It's shitty, in my opinion, but it's smart. You know, I can't do it. You know, but the truth is nobody's getting hurt in the process. Nobody's getting hurt. You know, I mean, you got a shit ton of people out there that just want more. So fucking give them more. If they're willing to pay for it, give them more. Great. I just can't do that. Yeah, I can't. I'm not that fucking guy, man. I'm not that guy that goes, you know what? Look at all these people talking about this guy that killed two little girls and he was too stupid to fucking get away with it. Let's sell it. Cha-ching! I can't fucking do that, and I can't sit up here and and you know, use it to gain all these subs. Because here's the thing, listen, if you're enjoying this live and you've never, if you're enjoying this broadcast right now and you've never listened to me before and you decide to subscribe because I'm talking about this right now, don't bother. I'm telling you right now, don't even bother hitting the fucking subscribe button because you're not. This is not what you're gonna get on a regular basis. It's not gonna fucking happen. I don't do that. I'm not interested. I don't give a fuck. You know, so you know, there's plenty of others. And if you're not subscribed to Kay, hey, subscribe to Kay because she is a fantastic host, and she's very good at what she does, and she covers all the ins and outs of this case, and she is very opinionated and very entertaining. And if that's what you're looking for, please subscribe to Kay. I'm a fan of Kay. I listen to Kay. So do it, you know, knock yourself out. But you're not going to get that here. So don't even bother hitting the subscribe button if you're expecting to hear more of this, because you're not. You're not going to. You're going to hear very, very strong opinions from me about many other things. But I am not going to dwell on this shit. This is simply me reacting to something that I listened to tonight, and and I had feelings about it. So I'm sharing that with my loyal listeners that I already have. And come November, you're gonna hear me talk about my strong feelings about the Martin Scorsese movie that's going to be on Netflix. You're going to hear some strong feelings about that, whether they're good or bad. But, you know, I really want that movie to be good because I love movies and I like talking about movies. And I'm a big fan of these movies and I'm very critical of movies. And so a lot of my listeners are big movie fans. And that's the stuff that we sit around and we talk about from time to time. Sometimes I sit here and I talk about my fucking day, like I did in the last one. Or I did tonight, but, my internet for some reason was fucked up. So I had to, like, do this second one here. Um, Amy. They're gonna make it into a musical. If they did that, I'd pay money to see that. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't even like musicals. Joseph Gordon-Levitt would play Chris. Uh, Maybe I wouldn't pay for that. I don't know. He's been slipping, but yeah, man. I, I for for uh, for a few minutes, you know, and by a few minutes I mean a few days. I was really stressed out because you know how you visualize something being a certain way and then it just doesn't pan out that way and then you get down on yourself for it. And that's what happened with this channel is every time I click on this thing and I see how many views I got, each time I put one of these out, I get less and less views each time, and then I see that the number of subscribers gets less and less, and I realize that people judge their channels by how many views they get and how many subscribers they get, and and I let it bum me out, and I feel like a fucking jackass for it. I feel like a jackass for it because in the process of doing that, I was taking my loyal listeners for granted. And so I want to tell you guys right now that I'm very sorry for that. I you are awesome and you deserve a lot better than me doing that. Um, and so you guys are great, and I'm so grateful that you guys log on and you shoot the shit with me, after I have a long day, and it's super late at night, and you guys have lives, and you have uh, places to be in the morning, and you feel that going on here and participating with me and with each other is something that it provides gratification for you, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And so I do apologize for getting down and on myself and feeling sorry for myself and taking you for granted in the process of doing that. And and a couple of you guys have I've talked to one on one and really put that into perspective for me, and did it in the most kindest way by just simply expressing love and expressing gratitude for the channel, and that's really fucking cool, and that means the world to me. So thank you so much for that, man. Um, and I promise that's not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to let that happen anymore. So from here on out, I'm gonna, I again, and I've, I talk about how big I am on gratitude, and I kind of forgot. I, 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 I let that kind of slip for a minute there, and so I'm real sorry about that. And yes, we all came, from the Watts crowd. We all came from that. Like, I followed that case in and out, man. I followed it like totally. But the thing was, is once he was caught and it was over, that was it for me. You know, that was it. After that, I just became fascinated with the behavior surrounding it. And yet here I am, still fucking fascinated by that shit. Blown away. Blown away. And I knew eventually there'd be a fucking book. I knew that, you know? So here I am acting all fucking surprised that there's there's a book with this dude running his fucking mouth to whoever will listen to it and publish it, you know? Like, a part of me thinking that this guy actually, there's a possibility that he was sorry for what he did, and just wanted to just forget that it happened. But nah, that's not the kind of guy we're dealing with. We're dealing with the kind of guy that just loves the idea that somebody's writing to him and asking him questions, and is gonna write a fucking book about him. You know, totally in love with his own legacy. You know, so sorry guys. I hate when I leave dead air like that because I already suck at this enough. So when I when I have dead air because I'm looking at the chat, I feel kind of shitty about it. But I have to look at the chat, or else, what am I doing this for? Man, and you guys are so sweet, man. The things that you say, they're so nice. It's crazy how nice you guys are. Yeah, it's great, great shit, man. It's the best. You guys are the best. Yeah, Sharon, you know what's funny about this, Sharon, is the shit that I'm talking about right now. I still make memes. I don't know if you're referring to the memes that I used to leave in K's groups and the group that I had with Tara and Bree, but now I make memes and I put them in I put them in my group now, which I'm probably still gonna make some more memes, and you know, and the more the crazier this shit gets, the more I'm gonna make fun of it, because it blows my mind. That's another thing is I'm you know I made it a point to not talk about Watts, just out of general principle because the case has been closed and blah 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 blah. But uh, you know what? Again, you know, if you want to call me a hypocrite and you think I'm a hypocrite, like I said, unsubscribe and fuck off. I don't care. I really don't care at this point. Um, because I'm my my very few loyal listeners want they like this genuine side of me, and I like being genuine, and I feel good when I get to be this genuine. So I'm going to continue that, and I might change my fucking mind whenever the fuck I feel like it. So if that's something that you don't like and it doesn't meet your standards for content, suck a dick. But in the meantime, yeah, the more this shit, the crazier these fucking people act, and the crazier this phenomenon gets, the more I'll decide to fucking make fun of it. Because it's funny as shit to me. It's sad at the same time, but it's funny. You people obsessed with this fucking case make me laugh. You blow my mind because I can't figure you out. You are just as much of a mystery to me. Actually, you are more of a mystery. The reason why I'm more fascinated with you than I am with Chris Watts is because I know why Chris Watts did what he did. He's a douchebag and a coward. That's easy. You guys being obsessed with it, that's the phenomenon to me. That's that's what's crazy to me. So now I'm obsessed with that. I have to know what the fuck is wrong with you people. So I'm gonna make fun of you all the time when I feel like it. And then I'm gonna get sick of making fun of you. And then I'm gonna talk about other shit. And then I'm gonna come back to it as soon as you do something else that's fucking crazy that blows my mind. And the funniest thing about that, when you do it in a mass group. Nobody just does one thing on their own. It's, it's all you motherfuckers do the same thing at the same time, and it's really fucking weird. You're like a herd of fucking cows. It's fucking crazy. And you're all going, "Moo, moo." You're all just making the same fucking noise, going in the same direction because the person in front of you is making the same fucking noise, going in the same fucking direction as this fucking person in front of them. Oh, Sharon, I get that. Yes, I do have my own group, and it is called The Glare. It's the same name, and the same. That's the reason why I changed from putting my ugly fucking mug here to the same cover picture that I had before. So um, it's of the same name, and it has the same picture, so it's easier to find, and uh, and everybody's welcome there. So yeah, just drop in and put in a request, and one of us will let you in. Everybody's allowed in, you know. And if you want to troll, troll. I don't give a fuck. You could troll the chat too. Knock yourself out. It's all good, you know. I can't shit on you for trolling. I troll. I'm one of the best trolls I know. Yeah, Amy. Chomp chomp. Eating the same grass and the same grain every day. Chomp chomp. Fucking blows my mind, dude. Blows my mind, man. Yeah, Scott, I don't know about all that. At this point, I don't even fucking know if I want it, you know? I don't fucking know if I want it, man. I don't. I yeah. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy the way these people fucking act. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, man. So I um, but I am I and here I've been saying that I'm gonna do this. I've been saying I'm gonna do it forever, and this is part of the reason why I suck at YouTubing because I make promises and I don't deliver on them, or I haven't delivered on them. But I'm gonna do this. I am going to discuss this case involving a very close friend of mine, and I'm going to do uh, an entire episode on this case, and then I'm gonna have another one where I interview Sean, who is an intricate part of this case. And I know I've been fucking singing that song for a while now, but you know, uh, so sorry about that. But at the same time, kind of not sorry because I like doing this because I get to do whatever the fuck I want. So whenever I get around to it, I'll do it. You know, but until then, you know, uh, who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna sit up here and bitch and moan about? So anyway, um, I'm gonna go ahead and log off now. I'm gonna watch a little TV, try to find something to watch. Uh, I bought myself a beer. I'm gonna finish that and put back on the calories that I burned off like an asshole. But again, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? So anyway, thanks a lot for logging on, guys. And uh, Evie, my mooing got your dog all rowdy. That's funny. Um, anyway, I love you guys very, very much. Thank you so, so much for your moral support. You guys are so great, and special thanks to Amy. Um, Talking to you earlier this week was one of the best things that I did. So I want to just personally tell you that I really, really appreciate you. And I look forward to having more conversations with you because we seem to have a lot of the same interests. And you seem to live a very interesting life, and I want to know more about it. So, um, yeah, uh, thanks a lot for that. It really means a lot, and you really helped me kind of put things into perspective. And uh, I'm going to be going forward with this with a bit of a new drive. So uh, Thanks so much, guys. Um, I will be back on very very soon. Love you and have a wonderful wonderful rest of your night.